don't take myself serious because of that. I don't always take myself serious because if I did, I'd be stupid. Because if I took myself serious, I would stay. Okay, so far it looks like there's one person in here. All right, there's two people here. Should probably post a vlog. Hi, Neela. Hi, Queen Nemmer. Glad you're here like you said you'd be. I believe you. I just really hope my sister doesn't wake up. She's sleeping over in what used to be my room now. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Floru. Nice to see you. All my OGs are here. I'm currently live streaming on my YouTube channel where I will be drawing. Channel name Gene Bean Streams. This blog will be deleted while the stream ends. Oh, sorry. When the stream ends. No, I haven't watched any of the Orc and Outcasts episodes, but I still have it saved in my Google. I mean, not my Google, my Samsung notes to do so because oftentimes I forget to do things that people suggest to me. I barely have enough time for myself, let alone other people's stuff. Thank you, Miles. I'm glad you love my channel. I got some new Bluetooth earbuds, and check it out. Look what they do. Look what they do. They're magnets. So like when I only have to have one in, I can just have the other one on there so I don't have to worry about it like dangling or getting wrapped around my neck or whatever. No, I don't use reminders. I probably should. Probably should figure something out with that. Sorry. Sorry, I'm yawning. That's good juice. So right now I'm going to be working on this drawing right here. It's of Mime and this OC named Cupid. It's not mine. I just decided to do an art trade out of the, hey, why not? You haven't done an art trade in such a long time, so just do it. What the heck ever. But I have also been working on the Zodiac pictures for Zodiac Week. I've got Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, and Libra so far. Gemini. I think it looks pretty cool. Taurus. when I was working on this picture, I felt so awkward and clumsy with my drawing because I hadn't drawn Lammy in like God, like freaking ages. Pisces, excuse me. I also hadn't drawn Nolan in freaking ages. And the most recent one, my personal favorite, Libra. Oh yeah, the Zodiac killer. One of those killers who actually got away with everything they did. They were never found. Okay. I've also been listening to a lot of Hamilton music lately. Mostly Burn, Congratulations, uh, Helpless, and It's Quiet Uptown. The only Hamilton song I actually know from beginning to end by heart is Aaron Burr, Sir. Now I'm gonna put on a song. And I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves for a couple minutes and then I'll check back up at the chat. Huh? Okay, hold on. I've got to help Bella. Right here, but I'll probably move it over there because I plan on sleeping on the couch tonight and I want my phone to be right by my head so I can hear my alarms when I wake up.
Are you gonna talk her in, Annie?
What?
Are you gonna talk Bella in?
Yep.
And then
So far, this has been going pretty well. Knock on wood. Yeah, I was afraid that I was gonna have to call mom and beg her to come over and get apple.
hey, you should call Bella, don't bring any Bella's home, I already saved
Oh.
it.
Bella's receiving?
Bella just, she's not fully asleep, but Adeline is. Adeline, I know.
It's fucking freezing there.
I know. I don't know what to do though.
Door open.
Oh yeah. And maybe space heater in there. Are they gonna be open period?
Sorry about that. I was just having family stuff.
Well, I was thinking.
Okay. Why don't you want to read it? I would at least give it a look.
I think
I'm gonna listen to The Disappearance of Kesena Teto because I love Teto. She's my favorite utau.
sometimes, yeah. And was gonna work in the morning. And if she's saying she wanted to go home, and if she was that adamant about it, so if she was that adamant about it, it's a possibility she will wake up in the morning. Emily,
Yeah.
I need you to get her, one, little gown, yeah, she's hot. I'm not coming down here for one. Not doing that. That's why I get home. What's wrong? It's a two people who are like here. And, I'm saying that. Okay, I'll just leave it on the water. Is she okay? She's in it. Let me see what I don't know what I'm saying. Probably pretty high. Let me see. There's a bottle. There is no bottle. There might be a bottle. Is it? Can I see that? Yeah. Okay. I know, Duty Booty. Mama's here, baby. Um. Her. I don't know if it's 500. Those might be 250s. No. Yeah. They are 500. I don't want to. Oh gosh. You're bird out. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sorry about that. My pink clothes resemble Steven's jacket. Gee, I wonder why. That's because it is Steven's jacket.
This is.
Yeah, Steven Universe's jacket. What, Mom?
I don't want you talking. Just don't talk about Steven and I.
I'm not talking about you and Steven. I'm talking about Steven Universe. The jacket I'm wearing is from Steven Universe. You're welcome. Sorry, Mom. Thought I was talking about her prick of a boyfriend.
Well, it'll go away. It'll go away. I know. Yeah, it is. Because you're tired. And you're gonna wake up with Grandma? Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
And guess what? In the morning, Grandma will run through what needs to happen for your party day. Okay? make sure you clean up, you gotta make sure you wash your hair.
Having trouble with an arm here.
And then, this is here. Cause I know Grandma still has it. Look at all these hair ties.
I think I've always had trouble with arms, especially when they're like that.
Isn't that cool?
Hey Megan, how are you? Hey Queen. I'll try to give your Invader Zim fan fiction a read. Just send me the link and I'll copy it into like a Google Doc or something for later. Or just send it to me in a private message on Amino. You know what debate I almost got into, but thankfully managed to convince myself to stay out of? The one about this anime character. I think her name is Uzaki-chan. I don't know if you guys have heard of her or seen her around or anything, but she has caused a lot of controversy. Hi, Mama.
Hi.
Oh, you're welcome.
See?
Yeah, I know how you feel. Being busy but also tired. That's how I felt today. My
It's not old, but it's.
my eyes stung so badly today. It was hard to keep them open.
It's Hello Kitty even.
What's this?
It's candlestick. Here. See, you can have a little notebook. You can have a pencil and you can write some things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see? There you go.
I'm gonna listen to Stay Alive from Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hi, Lindsay. How are you? I'm just gonna put this up here real quick.
It's a clock. I'll have to door.
What?
Here, I'm bring this to bed with you. Picture of Hector. Mm-hmm.
Emmy,
Huh?
look what I found.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, look at it's a tic-tac-toe game.
Cool.
That's a cute drawing of Gurr.
Look.
I don't remember who did that though.
You used butterflies.
It wasn't me. That's not how I draw Gurr.
You drew that.
No, I didn't.
Who drew that thing?
Definitely not me. That's not how I draw Gurr. Let me see.
Who else would draw him?
Maybe Alyssa or Mackenzie.
Not Alyssa. Alyssa and I are stick figures.
So then Mackenzie.
I don't know.
Look what my mom found. I didn't
Oh,
do,
I found that.
or what Bella, sorry. Bella found it.
Hey, don't just take stuff out and not come back.
I didn't draw this. This is not how I draw Gurr.
Okay,
I don't
no.
even really draw him in his doggy suit costume.
Okay, so one notebook if you want. You can write.
I usually draw him in his robot form because he's cuter that way, in my opinion.
Hey, Minnie,
What?
before you leave, come here.
Okay. What's our driver's? Oh, driver's board. Two of them.
All kinds of hidden goodies found at Grandma's.
There always is. It's like I wasn't here the last time I was here.
No, Bella didn't draw this. She found it in the drawer over there because my grandma has a thing over here. It's full of a bunch of like knickknacks and tchotchkes and whatever, and there's also drawers, and I guess Bella found this in the drawer, but I didn't draw that. That's not you guys know that's not how I draw Gurr. You guys know that I don't ever hardly draw Gurr I never draw Gurr in his dog costume. I almost always draw him as just his robot form. It's just easier for me, oddly enough. I've tried to teach Bella to draw, but every time she gets frustrated and me to do it for her.
Hour minute. Okay, so
6,
okay, so what time is it?
8:30.
This is the hour. Okay, just remember this is 30, so count by tens or fives. No, fives. No. This is 7, and this is the hour. Hour next is 7.
Oh no.
And this is
Freaking
35, then
King George song.
40, 45, 50, 55. So 7:55.
Yeah, that's good. And I do like him in your style. He looks good in your style, Floor. Invader Zim in general just looks good in your style. You have improved so much since you first started. Thanks, Bella. Ooh, lip gloss.
No, I'll remember it.
I'm going to listen to Nurse's Office by Melanie Martinez.
Okay,
I found a calculator.
What?
Found a calculator, I think.
You know,
Yeah.
I used to call those things calculators because I thought that's what they were called. Just let me go into the nurse's office where I float away. I need to clip my nails, or at least my thumbnail.
What? Here, have some water.
Thank you. Gotta hydrate so you don't dehydrate.
Dihydrate.
It's just a joke that Kel says. I don't know. Given what I've heard of Friday Night Funkin', I don't really think I want to get into it. Apparently, the creator is like racist or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. She has like this weird.
Have a drink.
Go ahead. That looks good. That looks better. Okay. And she has little wings on her back. I highly recommend you guys listen to all of the songs on Melanie's album K through 12. Melanie Martinez, her album K through 12 is like pretty much the best thing ever. I pretty
Lenny
much.
has found a clock.
So you did.
What's this? I found a picture of Hector. Hecky.
Aw.
Piggy.
You found a picture of Hector. She found a picture of our cat.
Before he passed away.
Yeah. I don't really think she's transphobic. I do kind of agree with what she says about how you can't just open up the door to anyone wearing a skirt. Because if you think about it this way, if you still have whatever part you were born with before your transition surgery, you should still use the bathroom of whatever part you still have. So until you make a full transition, you really should just stick to whatever part you have, because it's just safer that way, because it leaves the door open for like anyone to just come in and be like, hey, I'm wearing a skirt. That means I can use this bathroom. you got to think about it in that way too, because it can leave the door open for a lot of like predators and whatever to be like, oh, hey, since I'm wearing a skirt, I can just walk in there and being like, hey, I'm transgender. And that means I can come into the girls' bathroom.
Okay. Where's the water? Emily, have
Water
you ate?
who?
Emily, have you ate?
Yeah.
What's this back here?
Not mine. Bella?
Isabella.
I mean, I am completely supportive of transgender people, but there are some things that like they need to not take such offense to.
That's the fucking motto of your guys' generation is, I take offense.
Okay.
And we're not talking about hopping the freaking fence either.
Hopping the fence.
Like, you know,
Mm.
Mexicans jumping.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I guess technically it would be a wall because wasn't there a wall built or something? I don't know. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Excuse me.
I just think people are mean and they need to stop being mean,
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
or they need to stop being completely mean.
That's not gonna happen. It's gonna get way worse because now there's this stuff going on.
Mom, you're so negative.
It's not negative. It's a proven fact. And there's social distancing, which inherently, oh look, there's no socialization. So people are going to get even more and more distant and desensitized.
Just like in Undertale when you do the genocide run.
Okay.
My mom is a ray of sunshine.
Emily,
What?
Emily, where's a coat?
Her coat.
A coat, yes. A coat.
Whoa, jeez.
It'd be real, like, you should put it on, I'm just gonna snake on this.
Right here.
Okay. Just, you're gonna tell me,
Okay.
because I carry her diapers and her coat. Ow, that's fine. She gets a big. Okay, Grandma's got Steffi's there.
Where?
Somewhere. You can't just.
She needs the stuff.
I don't know who Patrick Mackey is. Isabella is having a birthday party tomorrow. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I did want to go to a party I did want to go to one of my coworkers' parents' anniversary parties, but I didn't know that my sister was having her birthday party tomorrow. So I'm just like, no, I have to go to my sister's birthday party. It's my family. Family comes first.
I just cannot stand it.
But they understood, which is good.
I hate that picture. It's the most awful fucking picture. Emily,
Yeah.
alright, grab her coat in the diapers and wipes.
Okay.
And I need you to go out. You need to go out first and open up the door so I can get her in the car seat. Please. I need you to open the door. I did. Okay. Now, you're I'll be in there alone. I shut this door, please.
That's crazy. So, like, how old would that make him? You want to know someone who I'm really glad is still in jail? I'm really glad that Jared Fogle is still in jail. If you guys don't know who he is, he was a spokesperson for Subway, like he did like Subway commercials, but they eventually found out that he was like a major child predator. Like he was just absolutely a dirtbag of a person, and he's still in jail to this day, which is good because I wouldn't want a child that big of a child predator roaming around. He was one of the bosses you had to fight in South Park, The Fractured But Whole. God, he just, now that I know that he's an absolute creep, just looking at him makes me feel just absolutely grossed out. Like, just look at this guy. Like, if you didn't know what he did, you would think he's probably just a normal, average, everyday guy, right? Well, no. But now that I know what he is, just his smile screams just, ugh. His smile screams something that I'm not going to say in case YouTube decides to kick me off for absolutely no reason. But I'll give you a hint. It starts with R and ends with apist. You can connect the dots. You're smart. Okay, I think the sketch is done. Just got to make sure I didn't miss any details. Oh, of course. Of course I do. Cupid has little horns. And that's good. Okay, there we go. Right? I mean, that's just crazy how sometimes they're real life people. Just like the scariest things in life come from real life. Looks like she has like a star thing on her chest floof. Any character that has chest floof is okay by me. I'll fix that later. This is just a rough sketch. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. Looks like the sketch is done, so now I'm just gonna do something real quick. I'm just gonna go to Google Translate real quick. Google Translate. Change the second language to French. What's a stupid, cheesy, romantic thing to say? Well, this shouldn't be that hard. I think of stuff like that all the time. Okay. Hello, my little Angel. Bonjour, mon petit ange. I wish Nature Morte was here so she could hear me speak French like a pro. Yes, listening to it on Google Translate and then repeating what I hear is me speaking French like a pro. I say this because my friend Nature Morte she's from France. I don't think so. She would have probably said something a long time ago. Bonjour, mon petit ange. I don't know why, but for some reason, French accents, whenever we Americans try to do French accents, we always sound like we're going to throw up. Like, I don't know. We always sound like we're going to, like, I don't personally think Americans are meant to be, like, trying to pretend to do French accents without it sounding offensive because we just sound like we're going to throw something up, like, She talks to me when I comment on her pictures too. I think she and I are really close friendos. I like how she has an obsession with Freddy Krueger. She's Miss Freddy Krueger, or just Miss Krueger. I think I'm gonna go ask my grandma if I can use her nail clipper. No, not that tool. Oops. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you took a foreign language class and I didn't. Water. I'll be right back. Hi, Grandma. I was just looking for your nail clipper. What box? That's what I'm looking in. I see it. Bonjour, mon petit ange. That means hello, my little angel. I'm probably gonna forget it in the morning. I just looked up on Google Translate. I was trying to translate something into French, and that's what I got. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got a Nightmare on Elm Street shirt. And now I clipped my thumbnail, so now it's not going to be all like, eee. But yeah, back to what I was saying earlier about an anime character that I've decided not to be a part of any debate involving. Her name is Uzaki-chan. I'm sure maybe at least one of you has heard of her. She's like, I'll show you a picture of her. And first of all, I want to say that this character is 19. Okay? Just keep that in your head. This character is 19. like the face I don't have a problem with because I am 20 years old and I've been told by people that I don't look like I'm 20 years old, but at the same time, like, I do have some problems with certain parts of this character. Like, some of them are just not necessary. Okay, so her first name is apparently Hana. I think that means flower in Japanese. Alright. Having a bit of an issue here. Okay. I forgot to draw in Mime's little deer tail. Her voice is cute. Yeah, I guess like Hanahaki. I guess like Hanahaki disease. I kind of like that word, Hanahaki. I just mostly know it because I heard of this Yuri anime called Aoi Hana, and Aoi, AOI, means blue in Japanese, and Hana means flowers, so the title literally means blue flowers. Hana. But yeah, I decided never to be part of the Uzaki-chan debate because I feel like I'd only dig myself a hole into whatever situation. And I seriously need to get a haircut. I'm starting to look like a Karen, for crying out loud. Now I'm going to work on the line art now that I remember to draw that in. I'm just going to outline the black parts really quick. She's cute. I mean, I don't really think that her areas need to be that freaking huge, but like, whatever. I'm just going to listen to Mrs. Potato Head by Melanie Martinez. It's depressing. It's just depressing how young girls think they need to look like stick figure silicone Barbies in order to be beautiful. You want to know what the hardest part about drawing someone else's character is? Just finding a good way to transfer their art style over to your own. And I don't necessarily mean copying off of their art style. I just mean this. I have to draw this in my style. And I just want to know, and I just hope that I'm doing it right. Or in a way that's still respectful. I just do my best. Hey girl, if you want to be. Okay. This is looking good so far. Okay, sorry. You should have told me that. Her eyes are like a burgundy color. She has some pretty long, floofy hair. I like characters with floofy hair. Any character with floofy hair is okay with me. And pucker up their lips until they suffocate. Kids forever, baby soft skin turns into leather. Don't be dramatic, it's only some plastic. No one will love you if you're unattractive. This is a good song, but holy crap, it's depressing. It's definitely one of Melanie Martinez's best songs, though. I definitely recommend you listen to it, and I recommend you listen to all of her songs. I haven't listened to every single one of her songs, but I've listened to a pretty big chunk of them. One that I want to listen to, but I have been kind of avoiding is Tag You're It and Milk and Cookies. I love how all of her songs are like they have childish names like Mrs. Potato Head and Wheels on the Bus and The Principal, Dollhouse, Milk and Cookies, Alphabet Boy, Crybaby, Tag You're It, Pacify Her, Fire Drill. Just basically almost pretty much all her songs have like a childish name, but they're not childish at all. Okay. And she has like a almost done with the black parts. All right. I hope you have fun at that birthday party. That's a lot of songs, Queen Nemmer. That's definitely a good chunk of songs. Yeah, I haven't listened to Pacify Her, Soap, Cake, or Tagurit. I do like Alphabet Boy, though. I'm going to listen to it now. I'm just going to put it on really quick. Apparently, Alphabet Boy is about a relationship she had like in college where her boyfriend didn't like how she wrote songs, and he always tried to correct her and show her that there was a better way to write songs. So, it's just basically she dated someone who was a know it all who wouldn't let her create freely. I'm sure it wasn't like that from his perspective, but from her perspective, it just sounded like he wouldn't let her create freely. Like, there's no right or wrong way to write a song. When you write songs, you are basically expressing yourself and what you believe and what you are and everything. So, like, you definitely shouldn't make someone feel isolated in their creativity. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I saw that. I just forgot to answer. My bad. Um, yes, I do. I like several crack ships. I like in Sonic the Hedgehog, I love Blaze and Shadow. Not as much as Blaze and Silver, but it's kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. I don't know. There's just something about it. I kind of saw, probably because there was a moment in the comic. They met a couple times in the comics, and they're very respectful. They're very respectful towards each other, and I don't know. They're just both very they're very calm and um strong characters, basically. I don't know. I just think there's some kind of mutual respect between them. Crossover ships? Kind of, yeah. I don't know if this counts, but when I was younger, me and my cousin used to we loved to ship Ink Sands and Underswap Metaton. And I don't know. She said it started out as like a role play thing between her and her friend, and then I got into it because she started telling me about it and whatever. So I don't know if that counts as a crossover ship because Underswap Metaton and Ink's not from an alternate universe. He just monitors them and whatever. Crossover ships. What else? What else am I into? Oh, gotta take that out. That hurts. Oh yeah, I saw that. I didn't say anything because I didn't know SMG4. Honestly, it looked like a Splatoon character at first to me. But I'm like, okay, yeah, she likes a crack ship. That's okay. It's perfectly fine. I like some crack ships too. Crossover ships, I'm not really sure though. I'm clearly not creative at all. I'm just kidding. Anything else that I need to? Nope. Okay. Now I'm gonna do Cupid's eyes. And like I said, they're like a burgundy color, so. Ah, 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 ba, 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 ba. Ah, 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 ba, 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 ba. Take me home, give me that pink slip of permission. This is old. I'm tired of wishing I was ditching. I do. This is not really personal. Just inch. There we go. Now I just gotta fix that. I don't know when that happened, but I don't care. Just erase it and start over. There we go. Yeah, you probably are, but that's okay. There's a lot of people who are the first to create certain ships, whether they're crossover ships, crack ships, crossover crack ships. Stop yawning. Bubblegum. Know my ABCs, and you keep teaching me. Degree, alphabet boy. That's a good color. Alphabet boy. I'm not a little kid now. Big now. Spell my name on the fridge now. With all your alphabet toys. I used to do that. I used to spell my name on the fridge with magnetic alphabet toys. I've been having a little trouble here. Little kid now. Yeah, but the good news is it means that when I'm done streaming, I can go to bed. Alphabet boy. Ah ah ba 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 ba. Ah 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 ba 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 ba. Something I like to do is I like to go back and rewatch old streams because either they were funny or they're just a particular favorite of mine, or there was something on them that made me like, oh yeah, that's definitely a watch over. Most of them are gaming streams. Plus, sometimes I like to remind myself of what I talked about. Not everyone's going to rush down the door for McDonald's. My grandma used to work at McDonald's, but that was before she got her oxygen hose. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. I think so far this drawing is coming along pretty good. I just hope that I just hope that this person likes it. Because one of my biggest phobias is someone not liking what I make for them because I either messed up or I didn't make it the way they wanted me to. I'm not listening to it slowed down. Are you freaking nuts? I'm gonna listen to Madness of Duke Venomania. This song is so freaking dark. I love it. It's one of the songs in Akuno P's Seven Deadly Sins Vocaloid song series. The devil were given to him just for charming us. Into the mansion far only the last one by one he chose women and we gave him all our trust. He was building up a harem. No. What do you mean they're both hated? I wonder why some fans don't like her. It just kind of reminds me like, oh, like there are so many decent characters, but for some reason you throw yourself at the absolute freaking mentally ill goblin or whatever. Not that I'm any exception, but why do people seem to always like the freaking jerk characters? Either that or the characters that are like mentally ill in some capacity. Like, seriously. Yeah, no, that's not a good choice. I haven't listened to this song in a long time. Well, actually, I listened to it today, but like, yeah, I guess that's an okay one. No, it's not. That sucks. Ugh, red is just sometimes an awful color to choose for so many things, like so many different shades of red and brown. Another woman comes by me, a little more grace, little listen, grace. Oops. Suddenly I feel pain so sharp and unreal. At the mansion where he heard the devil dwells, dressing up as a girl so him and the devil's path would cross. Friggin' damn it, Kaito. Why do you always have to be like the little friggin' fucker and everything? Gosh dang it, Kaito. Man, I wish David Yoshida was here. He knows what I'm talking about. Or they know what I'm talking about, sorry. Will say this Cupid's got freaking fabulous hair. I love how I'm just randomly switching conversation topics like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, but like, blah, 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 blah. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, honey.
How you feeling?
Okay, how are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just going to work on this drawing a little more, and then I'm going to call it a night. Do you need some help?
Is this raspberry or strawberry?
Strawberry. grandma can't see very well anymore, so sometimes she has to have other people lend her their eyes. Have you ever asked have you ever asked people why they don't like her? I mean, I'm not saying that like whatever hatred is justified, but um I think it would be good to understand where it comes from. Hold up, aren't you lying again? Ready, aim, and fire. Man, I forgot how much I love the song Childish War. It's one of my favorite Vocaloid songs. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, but like, hatred is just a lot of the times it's uncalled for. It's just, I mean, I understand why some people, they tend to like not like a character anymore because of a ship. Like, I understand where it comes from, but like, holy crap, don't freaking blow your lid over it. It's literally just a ship slash just a character. Holy Jesus, guys, please. 昔々その名だ昔は歩きそこの向け地の筐体怒りやくそちゃんとよね愛をぶ先見つけろいこんで僕は待て待て仰せのままにThat's how I feel about like Elizabeth from the Seven Deadly Sins. My cousin told me that Elizabeth is like she's either a character that you love or you hate. There's no in between. And I'm like, well, that's just kind of ridiculous. And my cousin doesn't like Elizabeth for several reasons, but one of the reasons she's just like, I don't like, she says that she doesn't like her voice because she thinks it's annoying. And like, whatever, fine. I personally don't think her voice is annoying, but that's just me. She just doesn't like her because I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I don't want to think about it right now. My brain's not in think mode right now. My brain is in just keep working until you can't anymore mode. Kimi no Wake. A lot of dark colors going on here. I hope I'll be able to manage it anyway. This is what I got. I like cats. Earlier, when I was coming into my grandma's house, when I was like carrying the stuff in, I saw my aunt's cat. Like, she lives downstairs from my grandma. I saw her cat outside, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm, because like he's a black cat, and I'm not superstitious. I don't think black cats cause bad luck or anything. I don't think that at all. But like, you turn over and you see a black cat, just this thing that's as dark as night with like glinting eyes looking at you. It just jumps you. But like I said, I'm not superstitious at all. I don't think black cats cause bad luck. I don't think Friday the 13th is a bad luck day. I don't believe that if you spill salt, then you're going to get bad luck. I don't believe that if you break a mirror, you're going to get 7 years of bad luck. And I don't believe that walking under a ladder causes bad luck. I don't believe any of that stuff causes bad luck. Gonna listen to this. A hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built the wall, we built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with the Big Bang. Yeah, I am allergic to cats, but that doesn't mean that I don't like them. Being allergic to something and not liking something are two completely different things entirely. I mean, if I spend time around one and I just excessively touch it and bring it near my face and touch my face after I just touched it, then yeah, I'm 100% going to have an allergic reaction. But does that mean that I don't like cats? No, I love cats. They're cute. They're cute as heck. Like, holy crap, they're so cute. Like, stupid ad. Yeah, no thanks. I'll stick with my regular banking app. I'm just gonna stick with what I was taught, dude. Oops. Relentlessly confined into living up to gender roles and having absent mind. Don't you think it's funny how they tell us how to live? Don't you think it's funny how we're all delinquent kids? Have you guys ever met anyone who's a delinquent? I think I have. Just can't name any off the top of my head. One of my friends, He seems to be absolutely enamored with the idea of romanticizing delinquency and bad behavior. And I'm just not even going to say anything to it anymore because I'm just sick of trying to educate him. He's not my freaking kid, so whatever. It's not my job to try to teach him the ways of the world. And if his parents don't want to do that, then that's not my problem. I can't do anything about it. But it just still makes me feel awkward and uncomfortable when when we're role playing and he presents his character's backstories, like how, like, am I supposed to sympathize with someone? Am I supposed to sympathize with someone who burned down their house just because their parents wanted them to be a decent and obedient child? Just because oh really? I think my cat was a tabby. He wasn't orange, but he was gray. I don't know. I don't know cat breeds. I know dog breeds better than cat breeds, and not even that. Baby, it's easy to fake a smile when you've been doing it for a while. Like, let me just read you something here. Um my friend, his version of Cuddles, he says, my homie Toothy got his fire powers because he hated his father and stepfather so much and missed his mom so much he burned the house down and ended up living on the streets because his dad is an effing bitch. He said Toothy's mom was the best, coolest he'd ever had in his life, while his dad was very strict to him and tried to know what's best for him, and Toothy hated him with a burning passion. But then one day, Toothy's dad divorced his mom, and he wasn't able to go live with her. And then his dad married some guy who acted like a simple mother, and Toothy hated his dad and stepdad so much that he disrespected them in the most offensive way possible. My Toothy's birth mom was a tomboy bad girl mom. His stepdad was just a normal ass wannabe ass mom. That makes me cringe. That is such a cringy thing. Like, that is such a cringy story. Am I supposed to sympathize with him? Like, oh no, your dad wanted you to obey the rules, and your other dad was a simple, nice mom, while your biological mother was a bad girl, and from the sound of it, that doesn't sound very motherly. Oh no, you poor thing, you burned down the house just because your parents wanted you to behave yourself and not be an absolute delinquent who goes around doing whatever the hell you feel like. Cringe culture. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I just know that when something is cringy, it's cringy. Like fetishizing the LGBTQ community, that's cringy. Gotcha heat, that's cringy. Faking depression for attention, that's cringy. Acting like your entire life is over because someone gave you constructive criticism, so much so that you make an entire gotcha life story about how horrible your life is. That's cringy. Those are just things that I find cringy. Oh, I also think that creating a character that is an absolute delinquent who does bad things for no reason other than the fact that they don't like them is and they are expected to be sympathized with and even like being treated as the victim for it. That's a Mary Sue subtype. We like to call that a jerk Sue, a character who acts like a jerk and is a jerk, but is expected to be sympathized with or even admired for being so. Like, that's fucking cringy. Like, I'm sorry, there's no nice way to say that. That's cringy. I'm not gonna sympathize with someone. I'm not gonna feel bad for some kid who burned down his house just because his parents wanted him to be a good child, just because his parents wanted him to follow rules and actually be a respectful young person. Like that story that I just read you that my friend was role playing with me. I mean, he's still my friend, and I don't have the heart to tell him this, but holy shit, it made me cringe. I'm not going to tell him that, though, because he's just going to get mad and throw a tantrum about it. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to outline this deer's antlers, because that's what I do, apparently. I outline people's antlers. I mean, I know that everybody has their own personal tastes, and what's cringy to me might not be cringy to other people, but I think we all need to be able to find a common ground, and I think we all just need to agree that there are just some things that are just flat out cringy. No, it's really not sad and dark. If someone is faking depression so they can get attention, it's not sad and dark. It's cringy. They treat depression like it's something to joke around with, something that you can like, "Oh, I'll just say I'm depressed and act like I'm depressed, and that way people will pay attention to me." Like they're treating depression like it's a joke. Because then what happens when those people who that person fooled into thinking they have depression, what happens when those people come across an actual person who's depressed, but they think that that person is just faking? Who should they really believe? What if they end up not believing that person, and that person doesn't get the help they need, and they end up, I don't know, taking their own life because of it? Well, because there are people out there who try to fake depression or treat it like it's a joke. For what? For attention, for appeal, because they think it's something to romanticize? No. There are just some things in this world that should not be romanticized. I mean, I'm sure if someone is faking having depression, then there must be something wrong with them, but it's definitely not depression. It's definitely like being attention starved. And that's not depression. I don't know what that is. But if you're pretending to be depressed when you're not, just because you want attention, then yeah, there is something wrong with you, but it sure as hell ain't depression. No, it's okay. You don't need to be sorry, but like, it's good to think about these things because, like, if you don't think about them, then, like, when something like that does happen, you're like, oh, I didn't think, or I didn't know. Well, yeah. Because, like, whatever, man. But yeah, I just had to share that with somebody who understood about my friend's backstory for his toothy. It's something that he's rewritten many a times before, but no matter what he does, I am not going to sympathize with his version of that character. I'm not going to sympathize with someone who acts like a jerk and vandalizes things and is a delinquent. I'm not going to sympathize with a delinquent who was just trying to be taught to be a respectful person. I'm not going to sympathize with someone who burned their house down just because their parents were trying to teach them to be a good person. I'm not going to sympathize with somebody like that. Something's wrong with my button. Oh, that's what's wrong. Yeah, that's probably not going to be able to be fixed. Take it from someone who has had depression. Who does have depression, I should say. It's not, it's just, it's absolutely gross when people try to either romanticize depression and treat it like it's a quirky thing, like it's something that you should admire and aspire to have, or like it's something that's okay to be taken lightly. It's just it's an insult to people who actually suffer from depression. So point of this is, don't fake having depression to have just so you can get attention. Don't treat depression like it's something to be joked about, romanticized, or even like admired. And 3, don't sympathize with people who burn down their houses just because their parents want them to be a nice and respectful person. I expect you to turn in your reports next Friday. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do any report. Well, it's midnight. I did some pretty good progress on this. There we go. Okay. Night, guys.